Welcome to the Explainer. Facebook ads can feel a little intimidating, right? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and break it all down, step by step, so you can launch your first campaign feeling like a pro.
So how do you actually find the right customers online without just, shouting into the digital void? The answer, and I can't stress this enough, is not that boost post button. Nope. It's all about having a real strategy, a plan to connect your story with the people who actually want to hear it.
So here's our game plan. We're breaking it down into 5 simple stages. It's basically a roadmap that's going to take you from where do I even start all the way to, wow, this is actually working.
Okay, section 1. Look, before we even think about spending money, we have to build a solid foundation. You wouldn't build a house on shaky ground, right? Same thing here. Let's get these basics locked in.
All right, first up, let's clear up a common confusion. A personal profile versus a business page. They are not the same thing. Your profile, that's for your friends and family photos. The business page is your brand's official home on Facebook. And here's the key. You absolutely have to have a business page to run ads. No way around it. Now, if your business page is your storefront, then the Business Manager is your back office, your command center. It's this amazing free tool where you keep everything organized. Your ad account, your pages, who has access, everything. Trust me, setting this up now will save you a world of headaches later.
Okay, foundation's poured. Now let's talk about the actual blueprint for your campaign. This structure is the same for pretty much every ad you'll ever run on Facebook, so it's super important to get.
So check this out. It's a 3-level system. At the very top, you have the campaign. That's your main goal. Underneath that, you can have a bunch of different ad sets. Think of these as your different audiences or budgets. And then inside each ad set, you have the actual ads, the pictures and words people see. It's this really cool organized pyramid.
Okay, that top level, the campaign, this is where you make a huge decision. You have to tell Facebook what your goal is. And this is really where marketing and sales split. Are you trying to build your brand, tell your story, and get your name out there? That's marketing. You'd pick something like awareness or engagement. Or are you trying to make a sale like right now? That's sales. You'd pick leads or sales. This choice tells Facebook's AI exactly who to look for. So it's probably the most important click you'll make.
All right, this next part, this is where the real magic happens. We've got our foundation, we've got our goal. Now, let's find our people.
Facebook gives you these 3 amazing pillars for targeting. You've got the basics, right? Demographics, age, gender, where they live. Then it gets interesting with interests, what pages they've liked, what topics they're into. And then you have behaviors, what they actually do online, like being an engaged shopper. It's pretty powerful stuff.
But here's the pro tip. The real power isn't in using just one of these pillars. It's in layering them.
Let me give you an example. Say you sell dress shoes. You could target everyone interested in shoes, but that's millions of people, from sneakerheads to sandal lovers. Not great. But what if you told Facebook, hey, show my ad to people who like shoes and who also like formal wear? Boom. Just like that, you've zeroed in on your perfect customer.
And that's the whole point, right? This is how you stop just shouting at the crowd and start having a quiet conversation with the exact person who needs to hear from you. It makes every single dollar you spend work so much harder. Okay, so we know why we're running the ad, our goal. We know who we're talking to, our audience. Now it's time for the fun part, the what. What are they actually going to see in their feed?
First up is the ad creative. Think of this as the scroll stopper. It's the image, the video, the thing that has to be visually interesting enough to make someone stop their thumb from flying up their screen. It's your visual first impression.
So the creative gets them to stop, and then the ad copy gets them to care. This is the text, the headline, the main body, that tells your story, explains what's in it for them, and tells them exactly what to do next. It gives your visual a voice.
So what makes a great ad? Well, here are a few quick tips. Don't just show a boring picture of your product, show someone loving it, using it. Sell the lifestyle, not just the item. Use social proof, like testimonials. And please, please, always have a super clear call to action. Tell people what you want them to do. Shop now, sign up, learn more. Don't make them guess.
Okay, let's get to the final and maybe most important piece of the puzzle. This is the secret that separates the amateurs from the pros. Success isn't about getting it perfect on the first try. It's all about testing.
We're talking about A/B testing, also called split testing. It sounds technical, but it's super simple. You just create a couple of different versions of your ad, show them to the same audience, and see which one does better. You're letting your customers vote with their clicks. So, for example, let's go back to that smartwatch. For ad A, you could show a picture of someone on top of a mountain checking their watch. It's all about adventure and lifestyle. For ad B, maybe it's just a super sleek, clean shot of the watch on a black background. You run them both, and you let the data tell you what your audience actually connects with.
And after a day or two, you'll have a clear winner. One version will have a better click-through rate or more sales. So what do? You turn off the one that's losing and you put all your money behind the one that's winning. It's that simple. You're optimizing in real time.
So here's the big takeaway. Your first ad, it isn't a final statement. It's really a question. It's you asking your audience, hey, do you like this? Does this resonate? And by listening to their answers, by looking at the data, you'll find your way to a campaign that truly works.